Hi moms, welcome back to the Be Mom Strong Training Membership. I'm your host, Alyssa Blaze. Today is all about creating gorgeous space in your body. Now we've been doing a lot of strength training and HIIT workouts as well as some yoga for strength. Today is all about creating some space and doing a really wonderful way to add some love to our midsection. We've been working out and strengthening, restoring our core and our pelvic floor. Today is all about TLC to this area. Now, whether you've had one or more children, this area of our body, all of the organs start to get displaced when we carry baby. And then once we've had our baby, everything starts to shuffle itself and settle itself back in. And sometimes things don't go back to where they used to. I personally found that I suffered from a little bit of constipation as well as some mobility or motility issues in the digestive tract after my second child because of the way that all of the muscles came back together. So this is a really wonderful way to massage the core, to bring more awareness to this area, as well as to bring all of those organs, reorganize them back into a way where they're in their most optimal position so that you can feel strong and lean and also relaxed and not super tense, okay? So join me. You're either going to use your yoga tune-up gorgeous ball, and if you don't have one of those, grab yourself maybe a pillow. If your kids have a ball around, you can deflate the ball a little bit so the more air in the ball, the stiffer it will be. Okay, so if this is your first time, may have it at a little bit of a softer level. Okay, and then you're going to come onto your belly. Now I'm just going to explain, just as we do all of the other self-massage work, if you're feeling any sharp shooting pain as we do these exercises, you want to move the ball in another area of your body, okay? Somewhere where it doesn't feel super intense and painful. Take the ball just underneath the center of the lower rib cage, okay? So I'm resting my torso on the ball, making sure I can see me, okay? And you can either have your torso up right here. You can also, bring more weight down to the ball by resting your forehead on the ball. Now you'll notice that the ball is going to start to take up space in your body, and we're all about creating that gorgeous space. So I want you to take a really big breath in. Breathe right into your belly and your chest. Think of pushing your body into the ball. And then exhale, just let your body soften over the ball. You might even feel the layers of muscles soften over top, kind of splay up to the side. So breathe in, breathing down, pushing into the ball, exhale, soften. We'll do that one more time, breathing in. And at the bottom of this exhale, go ahead and kind of swoosh the ball from side to side. So we allow some movement in our connective tissue into our fascia. Move the ball over to the left side. So I stay with my body weight on the ball, and I'm just going to slide over. So the ball's on the lowest part of the ribs. So it's not on the breasts, and if you are still breastfeeding, this may feel tender if you have it on breast tissue, so you're going to want to just move it down. Okay, breathe into your belly in this side. Exhale, soften. Again, breathing in and breathing out. So you might start to feel, some sort of discomfort. We do carry a lot of tension in our bodies. We store emotions there. And actually our gut is a place which is known as our second brain, and it has a lot of nerve endings. So when they say you have butterflies in your stomach, or you are really anxious and your stomach is in knots, that's a for real thing. So this is going to help to maybe release some of those emotions, release some of that tension in the gut. Let's move it all the way over to the right side. So lower rib cage, right side, breathe into the ball. And then exhale, soften. And this side can be a totally different experience than the other side. We tend to be a little bit unbalanced. We carry our children and more often on one side than the other. So just taking notice, breathing in, exhale, breathing out. Let's do that one more time. So the focus here is just laying on the ball, breathing deeply. Now we're going to bring the ball down so that it's on the right side of our torso, okay, at the vertical line of our belly button. So you can stay upright, You can let the torso come all the way down to the ball. Breathe into your belly. Exhale, let the belly soften. Now this is a really wonderful way to break up some of that scar tissue, especially those of you that have had a C-section. There's some scar tissue that goes into all of the layers of your core, or if you've gone under the knife for any reason, that self-massage work can be really helpful. And as I mentioned, for me, it was reorganizing all of my digestive organs into the proper place because they were displaced carrying baby. Okay, so now we can move towards the middle, right at the line of the belly button. Breathing in deeply, breathing out, soften. So I'm going to let you know of a little trick here. If you feel like the muscles are tense and they're not letting go, what you can do is breathe in. You're going to clench the muscles. Like think of tightening your core, bracing all the muscles in your torso. And then when you exhale, release that tension. And then maybe you can start to feel the ball sink a little bit deeper. Okay, breathing in, breathing out. Adding a little bit of movement at the end of your exhales. Moving over to the left side. Breathing deeply, exhale, soften. So you might even start to notice when you do this massage work, can really be helpful for creating space in your guts, your digestion, your core muscles, but also relieving tension in your back. So the opposite side of your body. So if you're suffering at all from any sort of back pain, this one can be really great. So let's move the ball down another inch. So now the ball is at the line of your pubic bone, just above your hip bone. So you're kind of off center, off kilter. Breathe into the ball. Exhale, let your body soften over the ball. And here you might even feel the ball being able to sink into the area in behind your left hip there. Now just so you know, if you are pregnant, you'll want to just be mindful about placing the ball anywhere just above your pubic bone if you're in your first trimester. And you'll stay closer just to the sides of your torso if you're further along in your pregnancy, okay? Moving the ball straight in line with your pubic bone. Breathe into the ball, exhale, soften over the ball. Breathing in and breathing out. Maybe moving a little side to side. Now I'm going to encourage you or challenge you to see if you could try to do this self-massage technique every day for a month, and this is part of your challenge in your third month, before you have a meal, and ideally first thing in the morning. So it's going to get your digestion going, which will help to kickstart your day, allowing all of the healthy foods that you're nourishing your body with to move through you nice and freely. Okay, let's scooch the ball over now to the right side. Breathe into that ball. Exhale, soften. You might even start to be feeling a little bit more relaxed, even sedated. And that happens when we do some of this deep core work. You can swish from side to side. So give that a try. Give yourself a self gut massage over the next month. See how it feels, and then you can add that into your daily practice. Hope you found that tip helpful. We'll see you again.